Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Martinez Alejandra. I'm one of the school counselors here at Mission Hills High School. Just wanted to make this video on how to create a Palomar account. I know some of you are wanting to take a class during the summer at Palomar, and it can be a little bit confusing or like a lot confusing. And so I just wanted to create this video just to help you guys out. Okay, so two things that I want you to remember throughout this video. One, to use your personal email. So in creating this account, use your personal email. Do not use your SMUSD email because our SMUSD email will kick out external organizations and stuff like that. So use your personal email. Second thing I want you to remember is to please make sure you save your username and password somewhere safe. Some people write it on a piece of paper and put it somewhere safe. Other people like to use the Notes app of their phone to write down any usernames and passwords, just in case you need to access to log in back into the accounts. Also, just so that you know, I will be sharing will not be sharing my screen whenever I am asked really personal information on there that I want you guys to see. But yes, so we're just going to get started on this. And so first thing you're going to do is you can go onto Google or Yahoo or whatever search engine you like to use, and you're going to type in Palomar College. And it's going to be the first link, Palomar College /Learning for Success. And this is the Palomar College page, and you're going to hit apply. Okay. And you're going to go ahead and create an account. So this is your CCC Community Colleges portal. Within this portal is the actual Palomar College application. Okay. So you're going to create an account. Okay. And then it'll ask you to create your account. You can use an email or a phone number instead. I'm going to be using my Google Voice number. Again, this is not my personal number, so make sure you don't text me through here. But so I'm going to text my verification code, and then I'm going to request for them to send me a verification code, and the verification code I'm getting is 465889. This is my verification code; it is not yours, so just keep that in mind. And so verify mobile phone. And then it's going to ask me for my contact information. So it'll ask me for my email address. And then it'll also ask me if I'm currently homeless. So some of you have been identified as being homeless from the district. So just make sure if that applies to you, you put yes. And if it doesn't, then you put no. Okay, so go ahead and put your email address, confirm that email address, and then go ahead and this is if you want calls or text messages for you to receive them. So it's up to you. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and if you want to receive text messages or phone calls from Palomar College, you can go ahead and click it. Okay. Let's see. And then you just whatever the status is, and then it'll pre-populate the rest of the information. Okay, guys. Okay, and then I believe I'm going to go back to sharing the screen. Just give me 1 moment. Okay, I am sharing the screen. The next question it's going to ask me is my legal first name, Susan. My legal last name for the purposes of this video is Martinez. Okay, preferred name. This is if you have just a preferred name that you want people to call you. I forgot to mention the suffix is if you're a junior, a senior, or if you're the first, second, third, or fourth. If you're what is that? It means that you don't have a suffix. Okay. Date of birth. I'm going to act like I am a high school student. Okay. And my date of birth is going to be, let me just go ahead and click on here. Okay. I'm going to put April. And then the year I'm going to do 2007. Okay, obviously that is not my birthday, but I want to pretend that I'm a high school student so that you guys can be able to view the questions that they're going to ask you. Okay. And I'm going to hit next. Okay, and then I'm going to create a password. So this one's going to be a little bit tricky. I like to use a little post-it note and a pen to kind of jot some ideas of the password, and then I double check it to see if it meets some of the requirements. So there, it cannot contain your name. It has to be 8 characters long. It has to have an uppercase and 1 lowercase, letter. It has to have at least 1 number and then a special character. Okay. Create my account. Okay, and now it's going to take me to the actual Palomar application. Okay, so when you get to here, it doesn't mean you're done. It means that this is where the application starts. Start application. Okay, term I am applying for. So if you are wanting to take a class at Palomar during the summer, it's summer 2022. Okay. If you're wanting to take one during the fall, like after school or for whatever reason, it would be fall 2022. But for you guys, I want to take it during the summer. You're going to put summer 2022. Educational goal. It is okay if you put an undecided goal. I'm going to put that on here. You can always go back and change it for the purposes of this video. I'm just going to put undecided goal. Okay. And then it's going to ask for an intended major program of study. Again, sometimes let's say I want to study forensic science, it's not on the list. Okay, so you have to pick something that's similar to forensic science. It's okay if you change your mind later. This is just for them to get an idea of what you want to study, but it's okay if you don't know yet. Okay, so for this purpose of this video, let me go ahead and just kind of pick one. I'm going to pick computer science. I'm just going to hit continue. And then it's going to ask if I have a previous legal name. So let's just say the past years I had a legal name, and then I went through the court and did a bunch of paperwork to change my legal name, then you would put yes. But for the majority, 99% of you guys, it would be the answer would be no. Okay, then it's going to ask for your social security number. Okay, so if you're a U.S. citizen, a permanent resident, that means you have a social security number. Okay, if you are undocumented, you don't have papers, then you would put no, I do not have a social security number. Okay, and so go ahead and choose which one. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to put no for me, just because I do not want to share with you guys my social security number because this video is going to go kind of public, so I don't want people knowing my social security number. So, but if you have one, you put yes and then type it in, okay? And this is a secure website, it's Palomar's website. They need your social security number if you have one, okay? But for the purposes of this website, for this video, for myself, I'm going to put no, okay? And then it's going to ask you for your parent guardian information, right? So if you have a parent, you're going to click, or guardian, you're going to click this option. If you were in foster care at any time after your 13th birthday, you're going to click that option. And then I do not have a parent, or at least one of the following statements is true about me. And so I do not live with a parent, legal guardian, or I am or have been married. 100% of you guys are not married, so make sure. Okay, so I don't know why I went on a tangent, but I am illegally emancipated, and then if you're in the active duty or self-supporting. So I don't think this really applies to you guys. Maybe for some of you this one, but so I'm just gonna put I have a parent or guardian, okay? And then it's gonna ask you to enter their name. So I'm gonna put Mago, and then last name, Alejandre, a relationship, my mother, okay? And then it's gonna ask for current mailing address. So the address that I previously put, it's basically going to ask hey, is that where you get information mailed to? And then put, yeah, my mailing address is the same thing as my permit address. They're the same. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click continue. Okay, it's going to ask for college enrollment status as of July 1st, 2022. And then it is going to, you're going to put this one down here where it says enrolling in high school and college at the same time. Okay, enrolling in high school and college at the same time. Okay, and then this kind of repopulates here. Okay, last high school attended, I attend high school, okay, and it wants to know what high school you attend, so you put California, and then enter the name or city of the last school or home school you attended. I just put San Marcos and see what repopulates. What? Okay, I don't see Mission Hills on here, guys. Okay, so I'm just my school is not on the list. Okay, I'm gonna type in Mission Hills school, and then for city, type in San Marcos. High school transcript information. Okay, so if you need to know what it, okay, if you need your transcript, you can request it through parchment.com. I'll have a video for you guys on how to create an account for parchment.com. So basically what parchment.com is, it's a portal that you can request a transcript to be sent to you, to be sent to colleges or universities. It's a lot easier than just kind of emailing your counselor and being like, yo, Ms. Martinez, can you send me my transcript? You can always just go to the portal and request it there, and they'll send it to you. And our registrar will send it to you through there. It's like more secure. Okay, but high school transcript information, it's asking what was the highest grade you completed in high school. I'm just gonna put 10th grade, okay? And then it's gonna ask, what was your unweighted GPA? Please enter a value between 0 to 4.0. Okay, I'm just gonna pick one. It's gonna be 3.43, okay? Just whatever your GPA is, okay? What was the highest English course you completed in high school? You may have passed or not passed the course, but you remained enrolled until the end, okay? So I'm going to put like last semester's like English class, which if I'm a 10th grader, it would be a 10th grade English, okay? And then if yours is not on here, let's say you're like, what about 9th grade English? I don't see 9th grade English on here. It's okay, just put none of that up, okay? So because I'm pretending to be a 10th grader, you know, I'm gonna put 10th grade English composition, and the grade I received last semester would have been like a B, okay? And it's asking you for math course. So if I'm pretending to be a 10th grader, my math would be like geometry from last semester. And what grade did I receive? I'm just gonna put a B. Okay, college education level, like you guys don't have a degree, so no degree. And then colleges, universities attended, none, because you haven't attended any colleges or universities. So you're gonna click continue on that. Citizen and immigration status. If you're a US citizen, you'll put US citizen. If you're permanent resident, you'll put permanent resident. Temporary resident, amnesty, refugee, asylum, student visa, other, okay? Let's see, I think I'm just gonna put US citizen, just because I know some of you guys might be clicking this one, and just so that you guys can see what other options are gonna pop up. It's gonna ask for US military status. None apply to me because you guys aren't in the military. And then, oh, okay, you guys aren't in the, but it's going to ask if parents are. Okay, sorry, let me go back to it. So the options are, I'm currently serving on active duty, which none of you guys are. And then, but the next option says my parent, guardian, spouse is currently serving on active duty. So if your parents are in the military on active duty, you would click that. You guys haven't served in the military. My parent / guardian, spouse served in the US military. So if they're a veteran, you would click that option. This does not apply to you. My parent / guardian is a member of the active reserve. So you'd click that if that is you. And then you guys aren't in the National Coast Guard. And then my parent, guardian, spouse is a member of the National Guard. Okay, so just based on your parents, you know, like if they've served or are serving, you would go ahead and click on whichever applies to them. Okay, California residency. Has your parent, guardian lived in California since May 25, 2020? I'm just going to put yes, okay? And it's asking for out-of-state activities. So as of May 25th, 2020, has your parent or legal guardian engaged in any of the following activities? Taxes were paid outside of California, registered to vote outside of California, declare residency at a college or university outside of California, filed for a lawsuit or divorce outside of California. My parent didn't do any of these, so I'm just gonna leave them blank. For you guys, it might be blank. I would probably just check with your parents, okay? Special residency categories. So again, if we've identified you as like homeless, you know, this would be like the spot for you to let them know, okay? So at any time in the last 24 months were you determined to be homeless by any of the following agencies, so it'd be high school or school district homeless liaison, emergency shelter or transitional housing program, director of a runaway homeless youth basic center of transitional living. If the answer is yes, then you put yes. If it's no, then put no. And then have you ever been in a court ordered foster care? So if you've ever been in foster care, put yes or like no. Okay. It's asking for my needs and interests. So main language, are you comfortable with reading and writing English? Yes, I am. Are you interested in receiving information about money for college? Yes. And then are you receiving TANF, CalWORKS, SSI, or general assistance? These are like food stamps. Like I'm gonna put no. And then athletic interest. This is asking if you're interested in one sports, including the possibility of playing on an intercollegiate team. And then if you're interested in intramural or college sports, but not playing in an intercollegiate team. And then no, I'm not interested in participating in sport beyond taking PE classes. Okay, because you guys are in high school students, like it's not like you guys can play sports at Palomar because you are in high school, you know, so I just put no for this one. Okay, again, you can always change it once if you decide to go to Palomar as a student, like you can always go back and change it. Programs and services, this is if you want to get emails from any of these programs. I usually like to click on academic advising, career planning, counseling, personal, and tutoring services. Okay, I'm just going to hit continue. And it's asking me for my gender, so just whatever you feel like best fits what you identify with. I'm going to put female, and parent, educational guardian. So I'm going to put my parents did let's see. I'll put 9th grade or less because they did less. They only did middle school because they didn't have the opportunity to go to school or the money. Okay, so race, class, ethnicity. It's asking me if I'm Hispanic or Latino. For my purposes, for me, it'd be yes. And then I'm going to put that I am Mexican. And this will be totally different for each one of you. And then I'm just going to put continue. Okay, it's making me put my parent too and guardian. So I'm going to put my dad as well. Okay, continue. Okay, members of family household which you live in. So how many people live in your home? So it's like me, well, back in high school, when I was in high school, it was like me, my 2 siblings, and my 2 parents. So we were a total of 5. Okay, and then it's gonna ask for your parent household. I mean, you can ask your parents like how much they make and stuff, but I would just, if you don't know, they don't know, just put decline to state. Okay, and then it says, please estimate your average number of hours per week of employment during the semester. This is like how many hours you work. So if you're not employed, then you put, hey, I don't have a job, so I'm not employed. If you do, work, then you'd pick however many hours you work a week. Okay, so I'm going to put not employed. And then you leave this one blank because you don't have a Palomar College. You weren't ever a Palomar College student. Okay, continue. Okay, so then if you want to review your application, you can review it. You can save as a PDF. I'm going to put, this is asking request to consent to release information to like federal and state agencies, data matching, like to colleges, universities, to the California Student Aid Commission, which is financial aid. So you definitely want to do I consent, just for future references, but yeah, it would be I consent. Okay, submit your application by checking here. I, Susan Martinez, declare that, and then just make sure you're reading all of these. I'm just kind of going really quickly through it, but I know some of you like to read the fine details on stuff, so you guys can take your time to read it. And then I'm going to submit my application. Okay, so then okay, you might want to take a picture of this. So do you guys see it says like my name? This is my CCC account. Like this is not your Palomar ID. Okay, so what will happen is that your Palomar ID will be sent to your personal email in like 2 days. It might take longer, so just be checking your personal email to see what your Palomar ID is. Okay, it's telling me that I applied for Palomar College summer 2022. That's my personal email, which I never check. Make sure to never email me at that. And then the time and day, okay, and the confirmation number. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you guys. Okay, guys, so today what we did is I walked through on how to create like a Palomar account, because it can be very tricky and you might be a little bit confused of like, what do I do for this answer? What do I mean, am I doing it right? And so for the purposes of this video, it's just to kind of walk you through, okay? Again, your Palomar ID will be sent to you in maybe like more than 2 days. Okay, so just be checking your personal email. If you don't see it there, try to look through your spam as well. Let's see what else, guys. And then check out some of the other videos that we provided for you, just to kind of get some just guidance on what else to do and how to pick classes for Palomar. Okay, so everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's like the longest video I've done, so I'm excited. Again, this purpose of this video is just to help you. Okay, thank you so much. Take care.